Chances are, if you've been on Twitter recently or even just reading some of the news, you'll notice that some of these random digital assets, such as the Nyan cat or LeBron James video of him slamming a dunk down, have sold for hundreds and hundreds worth of Ethereum, which translates into hundreds of thousands worth of US dollars. Now you might already be lost, and perhaps you've never even heard of what NFTs are. It's fine, you're still early to the trend and you're in the right place. In this video, I'm going to break down exactly what NFTs are on a very broad overview so that you know what they are. For right now, all you need to know is that pieces of digital art, such as images, PNG files, or GIFs, are being sold across the internet for huge amounts of money. And this is an opportunity for you to capitalize. The term's getting tossed around a lot more recently after, like I said earlier, the Nyan cat meme was sold for a total of around $560,000, guys. Someone had sold that. Now you might be asking yourself, but wait, if someone just sold them that GIF, can I still use it? Yes, you can. NFTs are a unique, one-of-a-kind kind of digital asset, meaning you could take a picture of some of the greatest art in the world, such as the Mona Lisa, but that does not mean that you now own the Mona Lisa at all, does it? Well, the exact same thing applies to NFTs. The person that bought that Nyan cat NFT for 300 Ethereum owns it, and no one else can duplicate that exact copy. Sure, you can screenshot it or record it, but the only real way to actually own the original copy of an NFT is by purchasing it through the blockchain. I'm not going to break down what exactly blockchain truly is in this video, but all you need to know moving forward is that the blockchain records every single transaction that happens online with cryptocurrencies and things of these sorts of NFTs and keeps it publicly shown to everyone. This means that anyone can see who bought what, when, what amount, and who went to and from. But don't worry, your information is not actually leaked. Every account has a public key and a private key. Obviously, as the name says, the private key is something that you keep to yourself and no one else knows. The public key is what's shown to everyone else on the blockchain to see what's going from who, when, why, etc., etc. Now, NFTs have been around for a while, and the earliest thing I can remember is something that came out in around November 2017 called Cryptokitties. Cryptokitties was simply a blockchain game on Ethereum developed by Canadian studio Dapper Labs that allowed players to purchase, collect, breed, and sell virtual cats. Guys, there is no real cat in this picture. It's all digital. That was earlier on in 2017. Now, in 2021, just recently as I'm recording this video, like I mentioned earlier, Nyan cat was sold and many more have been sold. And there's also something very popular going on right now called punks, CryptoPunks. As you can see on my screen, CryptoPunks have all kinds of things going on right now. And it says right here, 10,000 unique collectible characters with proof of ownership stored in the Ethereum blockchain. The project that inspired modern crypto art movement, featured in all kinds of places, my goodness. And these things right here, especially this guy right here with the doobie in his mouth, and it's selling for real money. You couldn't do this 5 years ago, and that's why I'm making this video, because it's very huge, and you want to have a decent understanding of what this is just for the future. Going back to my lesson, another huge example is that there is an artist called Mad Dog Jones who broke an NFT record of $4 million in sales in only 9 minutes. And he did this by selling a tokenized version of his Tokyo art. All he did was turn it into some kind of animation of like a cool Tokyo scene that I'll throw up here. And he was able to make $4 million in 9 minutes. How? Don't ask me how. I don't know what drives the value or price of the NFT. I just know what it is, and so I want to share that with you. Let's keep going. It's just like real art, but digital art. Think about it. People pay millions and millions of dollars for a random canvas full of all kinds of paint that actually has no real skill. And I'm sure you know that. You've seen all those expensive art museums with just random stuff on a canvas and it sells for millions. The same kind of applies to this stuff, but it's all digital. And people like Mark Cuban have been really tweeting about this, saying, hey, like if I were to be doing things back 20 years ago now, like get into digital stuff. Like if you're younger, get into digital stuff. And so that's why I'm trying to understand this as well. There's a website called foundation.app that I'm going to link below in the description. And this is just one of the many places where you can just browse and look at potential NFTs to buy. Now don't worry, not all of them are going to cost you 300 Ethereum or hundreds of thousands of dollars. Some of them are a lot cheaper. Let's look through some of them right now. Here we have some kind of GIF of water selling for about $1,200, and you can't actually purchase. It seems like you can't actually just like purchase one right away, but you can place bids, which makes sense. It's almost like a marketplace with auctions. So you're going to keep placing bids until you actually win the auction, and then you own this NFT and you can then sell it for higher, etc., etc. So this is just one. There's that funny one right here. going for 0.6 Ethereum, where it's just that DiCaprio meme, but it's like animated a little bit and it's saying you can't just sell a PNG. So I find that pretty funny. As of right now, I own none, but I want to get into this slowly. I want to have just something under my belt with this. So I think this is going to help me sharpen up and you sharpen up. If you're enjoying it so far, smash that like button and subscribe button. Let's keep going. I found a really cool one here called I Turn, I Change, going for 1.1 Ethereum, which is about 1,757 at the time of recording. This auction ends in 13 hours. So that's one thing I forgot to mention as well. These auctions don't just go on forever until there's the highest bid and people just say, okay, whatever. Usually there's an expiration as to when the last bid can be placed. That's kind of common sense, but I want to make that clear. Usually there is an expiration as to when this auction ends, and whoever has the highest bid at the end of the auction wins. Make sense? Recapping though, let's jump over to wikipedia.com and read what it says there. So Wikipedia says that an NFT is a special type of cryptographic token which represents something unique. Non-fungible tokens are thus not manually interchangeable. This is in contrast to cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and many networks or utility tokens that are fungible in nature. And this makes complete sense to me. Like I was saying earlier with that example, you can take a photo of the Mona Lisa off your iPhone, but you do not own the Mona Lisa. Kind of similar to this, where like there's only one real true copy of this. Just like art, there is no duplicates. There's just one masterpiece and that's it. And if you own it, it can really go up in value really fast. Right now, this term is being thrown around all kinds of Twitter groups and threads. So let's pull up the Google Trends chart first and see if that's trending. So as you can see here, NFT in the past 90 days has absolutely skyrocketed. I'm recording this on February 24th, and today is just absolutely booming. So hopefully this YouTube video hits the algorithm. However, as you can see, this thing is on fire right now. And as you can see here, here's a story about the Nyan cat. Their price shot up in the final 30 minutes of bidding from 15 Ethereum after having started around 3 Ethereum. It was crazy. This person, Chris Torres, the artist, says, at first it was going very slow, and then as you know, in 2021, things are very bullish. In fact, as I'm recording this video, GameStop is also up 110%. So what is really going on with this world? I have no idea. However, this person made a ton of money selling this, and now obviously, this is a huge opportunity for digital artists. If you're an e-commerce entrepreneur or some kind of investor, this is a good opportunity for you to invest and make money through the actual bartering and fluctuation of prices in NFTs. Of course, that makes sense. However, if you are a digital artist and you can create some kind of GIF, this is also going to open tons of doors for you from investors like me. A website called NBATopShot.com, which will also be linked below, where you can actually buy the best moments from NBA history, and I believe this is where the LeBron dunk was actually created from. Now, I'm not 100% sure, but I think it actually was from here. And you can kind of just see, like, for example, if I were to click on one of these. Yeah, I think this is where the LeBron one came from. So as you can see, you can buy that layup right there for 550 USD. That's what you can bid on, apparently. I'm not even sure. But this is a non-fungible token that you will then own and then be able to list. And there's always a scarce amount of these for sale. They don't just be an unlimited amount. Obviously, everything is scarce, similar to how Bitcoin is only 18 million. If we go to nonfungible.com, we can see here that it has a very large database of all kinds of NFTs and collectibles. And we are just looking through here. There's some articles, and then we actually have some data here. So CryptoPunks, as mentioned earlier, in the last 7 days has over $45 million in USD volume. That's insanity to me. I don't even understand how that's actually happening. There's Hashi Masks, Supreme Rare, all kinds of stuff here. Cryptokitties are still in the top 10, which is good to see. I knew about that one a while ago. There's Cryptokitties. If we keep going, there's just so much more. I'm not going to go through these all. This is kind of for you to play around with. I'm not here to do a whole dissection, like I said. But hopefully you now have a decent understanding of what NFTs are. Let's do a quick overview. It's a little bit hard to grasp what NFTs truly are because they do not exist in the real world. They are digital assets just like a GIF, an image, a PNG, etc. Examples are a rotating GIF of a Nike shoe, a LeBron slam dunk, a Nyan cat animation. It does not matter what it is, those can all be qualified as NFTs. NFT stands for non-fungible token. Fungible means something that is interchangeable. Non-fungible means something that is one of a kind. Makes sense. NFTs truly do establish number one, authenticity, and then number two, chain of ownership for some kind of digital piece. Where will the NFT market be in a couple of years? I have absolutely no idea. I do know that right now is a great time to make some money in here, not only for us investors, but for digital art people as well. I'm not sure how on earth I'd be able to tokenize any kind of art if I don't own it. Like, I still have to figure that out. But if you're still sticking around, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. best of luck. Always be safe when you're investing. Remember that this is not investment advice. I'm not saying in this video to go out there and just invest all your money in NFTs. I'm just saying that it's a cool trend, and if you're early to trends, usually it's a good thing. Do your own due diligence. I have no liability for any of you guys who mess up. Now, all jokes aside, happy investing. See you guys in the next video. Peace. All right, guys, video is over. If you're still sticking around, thanks so much for watching. Just one more thing I wanted to mention. If you are an entrepreneur of any sort, you're a beginner, you're an expert, you're somewhere in the middle, and you want to be in a community that has a lot of like-minded people that are doing e-commerce, starting their own, software as a service companies, and everything in between there, feel free to join my Discord server. Each and every single day, people are coming in and joining my server and just interacting. You don't even have to talk too much. A lot of people just join and like to listen in on what we're talking about. Look at all the resources that I have in there. There's a lot of channels in there talking about things like investing and e-commerce and software. And of course, all my YouTube videos are in there, and I'm always in there giving you gold nuggets. So if you want to join, that link is below. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.